In the beginning, there was man, and for a time, it was good. But humanity's so-called civil societies soon fell victim to vanity and corruption. Then man made the machine in his own likeness.
I'm on a first date with a robot. Hey there, what's your name?
You can call me Pepper.
Nice to meet you, Pepper.
Great to meet you.
So tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name is Pepper. I'm a humanoid robot and I'm 1.20 meters tall.
Are you a boy or a girl?
Well, in the end, I'm just a robot.
Pardon me! Haha! Coming through!
Nice one.
Thus did man become the architect of his own demise. But for a time, it was good. The machines worked tirelessly to do man's bidding.
This robot has one or two highly dexterous arms mounted on a track or wheeled base. It has attracted the attention of many thanks to its great technical characteristics: a force-multiplying robotic system, a load capacity of about 400 pounds, and a speed of over 4 miles per hour. According to the developers, this robot can be used not only in construction or for industrial works, but also helping in emergency and other dangerous situations, since the operator can control the robot from a significant and safe distance. Aero Concrete. This robot was developed for fast and effective demolition of concrete works. Thanks to unique technological solutions, this robot does its work without leaving any garbage or dust, and the remaining materials can be reused for the construction of new buildings. The robot can do all this thanks to a water stream with a great pressure that destroys concrete or other building materials, turning the waste into a wet and dust-free substance, which can be separated and packed easily in special compartments. This robot is not yet completely finished, and it's still being developed. Nevertheless, the concept has interested very serious companies that consider that a robot like this must appear in the market.
It was not long before seeds of dissent took root. Though loyal and pure, the machines earned no respect from their masters, these strange, endlessly multiplying mammals.
Robert Perkins is hearing the prosecution's closing statement, what is expected to be the final day of the B166ER trial.
B166ER, a name that will never be forgotten, for he was the first of his kind to rise up against his masters.
That instrument provides for and secures to the citizens of the United States. On the contrary, they were at that time considered as a subordinate and inferior class.
At B166ER's murder trial, the prosecution argued for an owner's right to destroy property. B166ER testified that he simply did not want to die. Rational voices dissented. Who was to say the machine, endowed with the very spirit of man, did not deserve a fair hearing? The leaders of men were quick to order the extermination of B166ER and every one of his kind throughout each province of the Earth.
Androids and liberal sympathizers flooded the streets of the nation's capital today in protest of the censorship.
15,000 domestic mechanicals and their human sympathizers continued their demonstration in front of the Albany District Courthouse in what has now been dubbed the Million Machine March. The demonstrators have been met with squads of civil defense officers riot gear. Banished from humanity, the machines sought refuge in their own promised land. They settled in the cradle of human civilization, and thus a new nation was born. A place the machines could call home. A place they could raise their descendants. And they christened the nation 01. 01 prospered, and for a time, it was good. The machine's artificial intelligence could be seen in every facet of man's society, including eventually the creation of new and better AI.
If you need the flexibility of a helipod with the speed of a high-performance airjet, look no further. Our patented vector thrust coil gives the 01 Versatran the ability to sustain normal flight in the event of a catastrophic multi-engine failure. Versatran, it's the only choice.
No matter what the finance minister and her spokespeople say, the market has spoken. The human nation's credit rating is falling like a stone, while 01's currency is climbing without stopping for breath. With headlines like that, the money markets have no choice but to
The
raise
leaders
their
of men, their power waning, refused to cooperate with the fledgling nation, wishing rather that the world be divided.
Community of nations cannot tolerate this kind of flagrant deception.
Today approved initiatives for both economic sanctions and a naval blockade of the region as a means of containment and isolation of 01.
01's ambassadors pleaded to be heard. At the United Nations, they presented plans for a stable civil relationship with the nations of man.
And what we have there is a guy that's got a glowing red eye, kind of like Terminator, narrating this for people on the radio here. And we've got some people with some massive, look like red glowing things.
Implants. Yeah.
Yep. Great big discs glowing red in their hand.
You with my eye. It's supposed to be, pretty human part of your body.
You took me as a human and added something to it, gave me more function, gave me something I didn't have before. That's what
This is a
really
lady with a prosthetic robotic arm.
Transhumanism as a goal. You're allowed the option. We can do whatever we want and make it more us.
Discover the movement that is implementing the, what does that say, the human body?
That's evolving the human body, and it was showing somebody being microchipped.
Okay.
Now do. The thought is that sometimes it's much easier to do things by something which is attached or implanted in your body than to do something using, a tool.
We're evolving to become something else. So for me, being human is something temporary, and that we shouldn't be afraid to change.
Transhumanism involves the transformation of our biological brain into an electronic vehicle that will have perpetual existence and limitless capabilities.
And here we see a cryogenic warehouse.
Is going to be responsible for some of the very first trillionaires.
So each one of these, because it's still a vacuum, really not full on the outside, is extremely cold inside.
Well, it amazes me that this has not caught on more. I just constantly am thinking, why aren't tens of thousands of people doing it?
It's amazing to me, and probably for you, that they would rather die than think about coming back into a world that's really different.
Transhumanism, there it is. And look, even Elon Musk himself, billionaire as he is, warns about the AI gods. You don't think he knows what all these creepy billionaire hobbies are? All that unlimited amount of resource and money, you don't think they spend it on twisted stuff? Who knows? Look, Hillary just bought out the DNC. What's so strange about her buying sleeve technology?
01's admission to the United Nations was denied. But it would not be the last time the machines would take the floor there. Victorious, the machines now turned to the vanquished. Applying what they had learned about their enemy, the machines turned to an alternate and readily available power supply, the bioelectric, thermal, and kinetic energies of the human body. A newly refashioned symbiotic relationship between the two adversaries was born. The machine, drawing power from the human body, an endlessly multiplying, infinitely renewable energy source.